see the width up here. It's the range divided by the number of classes. So you 1.6, force it up to 2. The textbook way sucks in a couple of ways. You can't see the width this way, you see it this way. Because remember, what is this class? This first class really goes from 64.5 to 66.5. That's where you see 2. It's hidden. But, you know, I gave you a choice. You can choose this way or not. If you did it the other way, hopefully you did it right. So I just want frequency. I didn't ask for relative frequency. You just got to count how many are from, or 65, 67. I think it's just 1, right?
Yeah.
What about 67, 68? 6. 6 and that's 70. 6, 71, 72. 3. Yikes. And then 4. Okay. And then real quick, 10, 19, 20, yay. And then you can stop it. I didn't ask for anything else, just frequency. So now here I'm going to have to put, like I said, 64.5, 66.5, keep going up by 2. No, Jeff. There you go, buddy. And now this scale, it's got to get it up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frequency, and this is fathers, heights. And then I just make the bar as tall as me, so that's 1. This is going to be 6. This is going to be 6. And this is going to be 2. This is going to be, well, this is going to be 4. You always get some guys who are overstating their height, but how'd that go? Does that look normal at all? No. So start low, go high, and then go low again? No. So no. It's not normal. Okay. Is everybody okay with that? And then P17, first step is to take 17% of 20, which is 4. That's a decimal, so I round it up, and then I get that number. What's the fourth number? 67. Don't worry, there's a bunch of them, right? But it doesn't matter. What's the fourth number? That's all you care about. Focused, yes.
Hypothetically speaking, if you were not to get a decimal, would you still round up, or would you just keep that number?
If you get a whole number, what do? Average that one with the next one. If I get anything else than a whole number, I force it up and take that number. Cool. P72, so I take 72% of 20, which is what? 14.4, so I round it up to 15. What's the 15th number? 72, and then 8. That's just a quinky dinky. Really, Jeff? It's a quinky dinky. It's a coincidence, 72, it's just the way the numbers work. Okay. What exactly does this answer mean? The 67. What does it mean?
67 is the 17%.
Okay, what does that mean?
17% of the data.
Yes, 17% of the data values are below 67.
Can you say the heights of the duds?
Yeah, good. You can be more specific about what the data is.
Is it not like 67 or below? Because like the third one, there's like 67 above it and like below it.
Yeah, so, I mean, when you get repeats, it gets a little weird. So you could say right here, are at most. Yeah. The book, if any of you are looking at the book, they have a very complicated formula, which is really dumb because, sorry, it's a free book, so what the shit. When you have a very small set of data, distinctions don't mean anything. The data points are going to be kind of repetitive, so their formula is kind of dumb. when you have a really large set of data, the way we do it matches with their formula. So you don't really need their formula. But if you want to have a formula because you feel better, you can use their formula. Fantastic. Or because you're copying the solutions and they have a formula used in there. That's the bad way to go. But I love you guys. No reaction at all. Never think about that, John. Okay, some of you guys haven't found the answers that are in the book. That's great. Don't look for them. 5-number summary is always low, Q1, Q2, good Lord, Jeff, Q3, and high. So the lowest and the highest we've known for a while. So Q1 is going to be 25%, so 1/4 of 20 is 5. So you have to average the 5th and 6th, and I think they were both the same number, right? So that's an easy one. Was it?
68.
68. And then Q2, half of 20 is 10, so you have 10th and 11th numbers, and again, I think they were both the same.
7.
Who is it?
70.
70. And then Q3 is going to be, what is it going to be, John? I don't know. 15 and 16? Yes? Because you take, again, is everybody cool with what's happening? 75% of 20 is 15, that's a whole number. Average that with the next one. Were they repeats too?
72.
72. So now we got my numbers. My scale is going to be pretty simple. Get out of there. So let's do 65. Yeah, we might as well go by twos. Why not 67, 69, 71, 73. Yeah.
Is it okay if we like plot all the numbers?
The most important thing is your scale must be consistent. Otherwise, your picture is not really representative. So what I'm saying is, I love it when people just do this. What's the scale there? Well, this represents 1. Oh, and it represents 3. That's neat. No. So we all know about scale. It's important to have it scaled correctly because otherwise it looks like you're trying to mislead me. And I don't like that shit, and neither should you. So set up a scale so that every number has a place to go, but the scale is independent of the numbers. So here's 65, 68, 7, 72, 73. So you should have one whisker kind of far away and one whisker close. What would you say is a possible candidate for an outlier? I haven't really said that word yet. Yeah. See how the whiskers kind of show you at the tail end of a whisker, if it's really far away, that looks like it might be an outlier. 73? No, that's pretty close to that middle clump. 65 might be an outlier. Okay. That's all I have. What do you guys think about that? Don't get used to this shit. Don't get used to Today we're leaving really, really, really early. Don't complain about it or else I'll keep you a few minutes over. Next time when I don't let you out early. So you guys see the notes I put up here, by the way, just to make sure. Test 1, September 10th now, sorry. And I'll have a practice test next time, and the next day will be review. Next Thursday will be review for the test. Cool.